हेलो डियर फ्रेंड्स एंड पेंशनर्स। सो दोस्तों अभी बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट अपडेट है दैट इज फ्रॉम वन मैन यूनियंस टू डीएफएस एमओएस, जिन्होंने अभी जिक्र करा वायलेशन ऑफ ऑनरेबल हाई कोर्ट ऑफ केरला का एंड अनेबलिंग द प्रोविजंस दैट आर इन द सेक्शन 35 में पेंशन अपडेशन की जो प्रोविजंस है उनको अनेबल क्यों नहीं कर रहा है एंड वाई डीएफएस इज नॉट रिवर्टिंग टू द पीएसयू रिटायर्ड बैंकर्स। सो गाइस उससे पहले चैनल को जो सब्सक्राइब कर लेना फॉर लेटेस्ट बैंकिंग एंड पेंशन अपडेट्स फ्रेंड्स। तो अभी हम स्टार्ट करने वाले हैं व्हाट इज द एग्जैक्ट अपडेट रिगार्डिंग दैट मैन। सो अभी फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपको पता ही है जो प्रोविजंस हैं इन बीईपीआर एक्ट फॉर अपडेशन ऑफ पेंशंस, वो प्रावधान दोस्तों यहाँ पे इजीली अवेलेबल हैं। उसके रिगार्डिंग ये लेटर है एंड उसके बाद अगर आप देखें नेक्स्ट ये देख सकते हैं आप टू द हॉनरेबल मिसेज निर्मला सीतारमन जी, हॉनरेबल मिनिस्टर फॉर फाइनेंस गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फाइनेंस। Respected Madam, may I invite your kind attention to the press report which appeared in the Times of India dated 11th November 2020 under the caption Retired PSU bankers may get the benefits of one rack one pension scheme. So the report stated further that the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has advised banks to do more for the employees who retired earlier so that they are not discriminated against in terms of pension. So an update in the pension scheme is required because a 1990 retired employee gets a fraction of pension as compared to recently retired employees. So this is also because the pension is likely to be last run salary, जो पेंशन है वो लिंक्ड लास्ट रन सैलरी से। सो बैंक्स नीड टू अपडेट देयर पेंशन स्कीम टू थॉरो दी, तो बैंक्स को अभी पेंशन स्कीम अपनी अपडेट करनी पड़ेगी फ्रेंड्स। सो थोड़ा सेकेंड एनिवर्सरी डेट ऑफ रिपोर्ट इज ड्रॉइंग नियर, so nothing real seems to have happened so far toward the fulfillment of your much publicized promise, which was greeted with immense delight by retired bankmen. So meanwhile, unfortunately, many depressed bank pensioners who get rejuvenated by your promise have left this world with unfulfilled hope and expectation. So I'm writing this as an unaffected party unaware of the undercurrents. So it is hard to understand who is holding up the updation of pension of bank retirees in step with each subsequent bipart based revision in banks. So despite the unaccessible points mentioned below, so going by the bank employee pension regulations and a genesis for all intents and purpose, BEPR is based on central government pension regulations and RBI pension regulations. उसके बाद अगर आप दोस्तों रेगुलेशन 56 चेकआउट करें ऑफ BEPR expressly provides for a reference to central government pension regulations in the event of any dispute or difference of opinions in the interpretation of BEPR. तो and enabling provisions are available in the BEPR for updation of pension. Regulation 35(1) में ये mentioned है. The Board of Directors of Public Sector Banks have adopted the BEPR in consultation with the RBI and with the previous sanction of central government. So further, the central government has publicized the BEPR in its official gazette में भी दोस्तों ये mentioned है. So one fails to understand why the DFI should be micromanaging the pension regulation and the need for a further authorization from the DFS for implementing the regulations. So the DFS was withholding the updation of pension in the Reserve Bank of India for quite long time, not long time, is 30 years. So if this is considered, it will give rise to similar demand from public sector banks, which they DFS will find difficult to resist. So subsequently the DFS has approved pension updation in RBI and also in NABARD. So then why is it they are hesitating when it comes to updation of pension in the public sector banks? So this even though the majority of the public sector employees are foot soldiers who translates the financial policies of the government into action, unlike the majority of glass door personnels of the RBIs and NABARD. उसके बाद kindly refer to the judgment delivered by the Honorable High Court of Kerala on 16th of August 2022 in writ petition 29890 of 2018 M.K. Ravinandan versus Union of India and Union Bank of India. The court has laid down that pension is to be revised from time to time. जो pension है वो revise करनी है time to time in accordance with the pay revision taking place through department settlements and clarified the import of regulation जो 56 में clearly mentioned है. So the court has further called upon the respondent to adopt a holistic approach and to avoid constructive interpretation of the provision in the pension related matters. So there are few more points that I can add here, but I am not mentioning them as they are all too familiar. So bank pensioners were thrilled when you set the wall of pension updation rolling. So all of us were delighted by your timely intervention and hoped for a favorable outcome with a reasonable time frame. Sadly, the game has taken too long, so making the spectator tired. So the spectators are wondering where the wall has gone. So whether anyone is playing fall. So when the game will end, or whether the game has already ended. So the comforting words spoken by you in November 2020 helped in to revitalize the spirits of the bank retirees. So despite the present haziness surrounding pension updation, considering the verb vigor and strength of your spoken word, many of us still believe that you will walk your talk sooner than later. So I hope you will agree. Bank pensioners have waited long enough. So please put an end to this long and endless wait by approving and announcing pension updation on RBI pattern immediately. Or at least please tell us a date when we can expect pension updation in public sector banks in order to lessen poignancy of our wait. So you owe this to the old age retirees of public sector bank, both living and the dear departed. So देख सकते हैं दोस्तों ये कितना ब्यूटीफुली रिटन है बाय टू निर्मला सीतारमन जी जो हमारे हॉनरेबल मिनिस्टर हैं फॉर द फाइनेंस. सो होपफुली दे विल रिवर्ट बैक. सो दैट्स ऑल. सो उससे पहले चैनल को जरूर सब्सक्राइब कर लेना फ्रेंड्स. दैट्स ऑल फॉर दिस सेशन एंड प्लीज सब्सक्राइब टू चैनल को दोस्तों जरूर सब्सक्राइब कर लेना.